I see this news and I marvel at how someone can be the world's richest man and so poor at the same time, just bereft. You know what I'm saying? But whatever comes my way, I don't ever want to be so rich that I'm this poor. I don't want to ever be so rich that the money is the only reason why people are around me. And it marks a a place in our society, in our world, in our culture where things are getting ready to shift. There's an essay from the past. It was written, I want to say, by a German guy. I had to pull out my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Because that essay spoke to me so much back then that I have kept it after all of these years. And I just looked on the internet and you can't find it. The Future of Luxury by Hans Magnus Eisenberger. And in it, he talks about how material excess, like, exotic delicacies, expensive sports cars, and all of those things are being eclipsed by basic needs.
Money can't buy you love, can't buy you happiness. Money can't buy it. But this TikTok got me thinking about the other side of the equation. People who are not struggling. We know everyone is not struggling.
More money, more money, more money.
Some people have more money than they can spend in multiple lifetimes. But again, that doesn't mean they have everything.
I see this news and I marvel at how someone can be the world's richest man and so poor at the same time, just bereft. You know what I'm saying? But whatever comes my way, I don't ever want to be so rich that I'm this poor. I don't want to ever be so rich that the money is the only reason why people are around me. I don't ever want to be so rich that I don't want to ever have this much money that I won't have wealth of love. Like we've seen his father get on here and talk about him, and it's evident that his father does not care. Because if your father gave a fuck about you, you would have a sense of morality, because you do not get this much money by being kind and benevolent, by being thoughtful. Everything that this man has, he has had to pay for: love, care, concern, kindness, things that those of us who don't have that kind of money, that we get for free and willingly. People willingly love us. Your own parents didn't. We can tell by the way that you turned out. I don't ever want to get that much money. I want to have enough money to see the world and help other people see experiences. I want to have enough money to live, to have time, to have space. I want to have enough money to have clean drinking water and experiences. I don't want to have enough money to where that money will be needed for me to have these experiences that people who don't have money get so freely. This is pathetic. And it marks a place in our society, in our world, in our culture where things are getting ready to shift. There's an essay from the past. It was written, I want to say, by a German guy. Hold on, let me find it. Hans Magnus Eisenberger. There, you cannot find this essay that he wrote. He wrote it in the 90s. You can't find it on the internet. The only reason why I know about it is because I read it in a textbook in the 90s. I was that kid that read the textbook, even if the teacher didn't assign it. Don't judge. But I read it. It was called The Future of Luxury.
So listen to what she's saying here. She's talking about a different type of wealth, a different type of luxury. We talk about luxury here a lot. Take a look at some of my previous videos. I have a playlist about luxury, so take a look at that. But she talks about a different type of luxury.
I had to pull out my laptop. You know what I'm saying? Because that essay spoke to me so much back then that I have kept it after all of these years. And I just looked on the internet and you can't find it. The Future of Luxury by Hans Magnus Eisenberger. And in it, he talks about how material excess, like, exotic delicacies, expensive sports cars, and all of those things are being eclipsed by basic needs. He wrote this in the 90s. And it's coming to fruition now. So he said there were 6 pillars of luxury, and it will be time, freedom from rigid schedules. It will be attention from the noise, the global attention market, and endless media consumption. Space, physical room. And if you think about, look at I'm not going to get into how they building dwellings right now. Peace and quiet. That'll be a luxury. People who are around these data centers are talking about the incessant noise. It's like that fluorescent, the noise that a fluorescent light makes, but louder, like in their homes. Like, so having quiet is going to be, he said in the 90s that this would be considered luxury. Not that fast sports car that you got, right? Environment, having a untouched, clean, natural habitat, and safety and security. That is the future of luxury. Right? And that's sad. So to see this news today that he's finally become the trillionaire that he's always wanted to be, and for me to know that him as a human being, at the end of the day, when he in that bed with somebody that he paid to be there, if they're there, you know what I'm saying? How desolate he must feel when he really realizes, I have all this money and I still don't have shit.
I like that she brought up that writing, because he predicted that luxuries of the future wouldn't be things like expensive cars, giant homes, luxury brands. Instead, he believed that true luxuries would be things that are becoming increasingly rare today. Things that are more intangible, things that you can't hold in your hand, things that you can't necessarily quantify, like time. Well, you can quantify time, attention, privacy, love, human connection. I really like that she brought that in here. So I wanted to flip the other side of the coin, where we're talking about struggling and luxury poverty and things like that, and to think a little bit deeper. And honestly, look around. Wasn't he right? These days, time feels uninterrupted time, I must say, feels luxurious, especially as a mom of 2 little ones. Time is precious. Am I right? I'm right when what they say, I'm with you when you right. You know you with me, because you know I'm right. Having people who genuinely care about you is precious, is a luxury. It feels good when you know that people really love you, really care for you, and really want the best for you. Having peace of mind. Now, I talk about peace of mind here as well. I'm going to put all my videos down in the description. Go look at my videos. Having peace of mind feels luxurious. And this is a big one. Being able to disconnect from work, from social media, the constant demands of life is a luxury. It feels so luxurious when you could just relax. I love a good relaxation. When my friends call me, I be like, girl, I'm chillaxing. I love it. It feels so good. That's why I find this conversation so interesting. In my last video, we talked about people who don't have enough money, who feel like they are struggling in life, who feel like they are broke. And this video is talking about how people have plenty of money, but could still be lacking things that make life meaningful. Because you can be rich financially and poor in relationships. Rich financially and poor in time, rich financially and poor in peace, rich financially and poor in purpose. Now, don't get me wrong. Money matters. Financial stability matters. Being able to pay your bills matter. But once those basic needs are met, the conversation shifts. Like the real question becomes, what is true wealth to you? Is it the size of your bank account? Or is it meaningful relationships? Is it freedom over your time? I love a good freedom of my time. Or is it having good health, or is it peace when you lay your head down at night? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. You know I love a good conversation in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.